for those who don't know, right? So I am a licensed, my day job is a licensed agent.
Mm-hmm.
I find buyers call me and sellers call me to find them a house or sell their house. However, my listeners, my viewers on my podcast right now, Chico is talking about something else. All right, Chico, break it down exactly what a wholesaler does.
Yeah, so wholesaler really is really learning how to market and find deals, because most people think about real estate investing in terms of going out and finding a property that's on the market. Maybe it needs a lot of work. You're going to go to the bank. You're going to take money out of your bank account, and you're gonna buy this property. You're going to close on it with your own money, and then you're going to hire a contractor to fix up that property, and then resell it and make a profit. And so, that has a lot of risk involved, especially if you're brand new, you don't know what you're doing. What we do is we're more of a finder of these deals. So let's say, for example, I go out and I find a property owner that's looking to sell their property, and the property is worth 150, but maybe there's a tenant in there that is a problem. They can't get them out. Maybe the property is 20, 30 years old. They haven't done any repairs to it, and it's just a complete mess. So now that property owner has a couple options. Either A, he can fix it up and then resell it. He can fix it up in order to get it up to market condition, but he may not want to do that, or they may not have the money for it. Or it could be that they just want to deal with it. I always give the example of recently I had a car that I owned outright, truck, and I was going to sell that car, and I had the option. One option was for me to take that car and sell it on Craigslist.
Sure.
And I can get the most money that I could for that car. But I had to put new tires in it. I had to, replace a couple things, and it would take time, but I could get more money. Or I could go to the dealer, and the dealer would give me a certain amount of money. I knew it was going to be less, but they would just take it off my hands that same day. I could walk away. And I knew that they were going to be making more money from it, but I was perfectly okay. So that's what we're talking about here. These sellers are in a situation where they're willing to trade their equity for something else. So, we're never stealing equity, because some people think, oh, if you buy a property for somebody at a discount, are you stealing their equity? No, they're trading their equity for something else. And that is either time, convenience, whatever the situation is.
Life situation, right?
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Exactly. So then what we do is that same property that's worth 150, and the seller says, I'll sell it for 75. I'll put it on the contract for 75. And I'll just have an agreement that says to the seller, I'm going to buy your property in 30 days for 75,000. But now I'll take that agreement, that piece of paper in my hand, and I'm going to find another investor in that area that is looking for these type of deals. And I'm going to say, hey, I've got a great deal that's worth 150. Would you want that deal for 90,000? Now, remember, I have it on the contract for 75, and I say, would you want it for 90? They'll say, you know what, I'll take it. I said 95, and they say, you know what, I'll take it for 90. And I say, great. So all I do is I take my contract and I'll sign it over to them. And now they are the ones in 30 days that are going to close on the property. But now I've made $10,000 for doing that. And so it's different, because like if a conventional real estate agent on a deal that's say 75,000, 6% commission is 4,200 divided by 2. Maybe if you're in a 50% split, everybody's in a different split. But you're not going to make as much as I would on that same house as a wholesaler, right? So that's kind of what we do. We're kind of a middleman, and it doesn't require a license, because we're not selling the property. No. Very important. We're selling the contract. Agreement. Yes.